Hey guys, what's up? Time to review something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. That is Batman Incorporated #1. Huge fan of Morrison. I've told you guys that a ton of times. Huge fan of Batman Inc. So it's very cool to be back in that world. First things first, this does take place in the New 52, which is odd because the Lightning Strikes, which came out in November, December, was very clear that happened before New 52 and before Flashpoint even. Very odd because some of the characters in Batman Inc. that are very crucial to it either have not existed in New 52, we don't know about them, or their characters have been radically changed. So it's very interesting. Stuff like Final Crisis, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong, didn't happen in the New 52. I know in one book it said Batman was missing for a year, so maybe that's connected to it somehow. But overall, this book it does take place in New 52, so it's kind of interesting in that aspect. It's Batman Inc., though, so it's Bruce Wayne and Damian in this book, which I'm pretty sure are the first time we've actually seen Bruce and Damian together in a Grant Morrison story. I know, of course, Batman and Robin, current run right now, which I've loved, is Bruce and Damian, but this is the first time we see him there, which it actually references that book at a point when it's talking about the death of nobody. But this issue mainly focuses on an assassin called Goatboy that is hunting Batman and Robin because Leviathan has put a hit out on Robin's head. And it's a cool dynamic, I think, going on between this assassin story and Robin. Some cool moments between Batman and the Bruce Wayne Batman and Damian Robin. Even Robin talking about when Dick was under the Batman cowl. So it's definitely still tied into all of the Batman Inc. stuff. There's Batman Inc. characters, of course, are back in it. Even explaining what happened to a few of the ones that, if you weren't sure died or what happened to them, kind of explain a few of them. I loved it. It's very cool. This book is back. I'm very excited about it. I personally am going to give Batman Incorporated #1 a 9 out of 10. I loved it. Even the art, I think is really cool. I can see. I'm not sure how if everyone's gonna love the art, but it's the kind of art that I really love. I think it's really cool. It's got the not cart not cartoonish, but very accented characters, very accentuated characters, very colorful with very grim and bloody, messy scenes. It's very cool. Uh, However, though, if you're not a Grant Morrison fan, if you're not a Batman Inc. fan, and if you haven't been keeping up with Morrison stuff at all, I'm not only sure if you. I don't know if you would understand what's going on. I don't know if you'd like it, because that's where it's very odd to me. Is that I know why they didn't relaunch Inc. with the others. Scott Snyder's Batman, Batman and Robin, Detective Comics, The Dark Knight. Those four, the main Batman stories out that have been coming out for the past 9 months, they are very simple to just get into. So you can dive right in. All you have to know is Batman's Batman. That's all you really have to know. But Batman Inc., on the other hand, you really do have to know your stuff. You have to know what's going on, which I personally love. It's traditional Morrison style. You don't know everything. You never know everything until the very end. And that's really cool. I know it bugs some people, but only problem I think a lot of people have is they don't know anything going into it. They don't know who these characters are. They may enjoy the ride, but they may not understand what is going on at all. Sorry there. But yeah, that would be the only bad part about it for newcomers. I know comics right now selling a lot because of stuff like the Avengers movie, Avengers versus X-Men, DC reboot. A lot of people come in, and a lot of people will see Batman Inc. and they'll see the #1 and they'll want to jump on it. My only problem, I would suggest. Wow, sorry about that. What I would suggest to you, if you're a new reader and you haven't read any of the Batman Inc. stuff, they just came out with the Batman Inc. hardcover not long ago. I would highly suggest at least picking that up. Because for those who don't know, Grant Morrison, this is culmination of about a 6-year Batman run, which includes the Batman R.I.P., the Return of Bruce Wayne, uh, Batman and Robin, a lot. It's I want to say 60 odd issues of material, so a lot of backup material that actually does affect what's going on here. Uh, For those who know what's going on, highly suggest it. For those who don't, if you don't know much about Batman Inc. and you did read it, tell me if you understood at all what's going on, if you liked it, if you hated it. Overall, leave me a comment what you thought, because this is kind of Batman that I love. I mean, I love the Frank Miller, Scott Snyder. I know, very different, but the serious take on Batman, where it's everything is very serious, and he's not much of a not much comic relief or anything. But I personally, I love the crazy, insane Morrison Batman. That's why I'm a huge Morrison fan, because he writes, and the artists he normally works with are cater to people like me and my interests. So overall, Batman Incorporated, what I look for in a Batman book. Like I said, you can read my Scott Snyder reviews or watch them. I love Scott Snyder's Batman, but for right now, I think this is gonna probably be my favorite until it's over. So Batman Inc. Number one, 9 out of 10. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of it. See you guys in another review.